Yeah.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. John Means, a Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Now at the plate, Vance Perez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit in this one.
At the plate now, Ben Ruda, and it's fouled away. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Into the windup. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Brantley. He tracks play to record the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh and 1, here it comes. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Hit back up the middle. Kendrick's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Jays 0. O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Tanner Roark, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Ready now, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2, though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
And a wise decision there to make sure this ball stays foul, and that's the second strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
Still 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So stepping in, Julian Hernandez. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Hit softly down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hernandez is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Trey Mancini. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. First pitch on its way. A pitch out. The throw not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Hernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. He extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Richard will be there to put it away in front of the big scoreboard. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
The 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
3-0. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He currently sits number 7 on the AL RBI leaderboard, so a good guy to have at the plate in this situation.
Well, he's right in the prime.
Indians, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
The 2-0 pitch. Two men are on with 2 men out. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Michael Brantley would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set. The 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Here's Michael Brantley. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. 2-2. Here it is. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Stepping in for the Jays, Lourdes Gurriel. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hernandez is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Left side of the infield into the shift. Kendrick has it. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Not in time as he steals second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Chopper to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down and keep it from the outfield to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Kevin Biggio is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 1-0. Here it is. Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. 1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. And he fouls this one off. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Toronto leads this one 2-0. Digging in now, Anthony Santander, as we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. And he lays off again. Ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. Full count now. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. 34 home runs now on the year. As the Orioles have cut into the deficit, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. Ruda will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. 289 is the average coming in. 9 homers and 58 runs batted in. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing. You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. That's wide, 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. From the belt, the pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Striding in once again, Julian Hernandez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the flag court and gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, and it moves the Orioles out to a 4-2 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 35 now on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing. 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough for him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys. Once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Carlos Santana is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. And the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We played 2 full. It's the Orioles 5, the Blue Jays 2. Leading off the inning, Vance Perez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here comes the first pitch. Rounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate, Ben Ruda. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Now he tries to bunt his way aboard. No dice. 3-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. Still even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Good battle. Count remains full.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
A payoff pitch one more time. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Fouled off.
7 foul balls in a row. Okay, come on now. This is getting a little ridiculous. Don't be shocked if the pitcher throws the rosin bag at this one.
Fouled away. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. And he wants to get that third out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work, and he still loses him.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
A runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They trail 5-2. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've obviously had a lot of success in terms of pushing across runs. And a big part of that, in his opinion, has been their pitch selection. In this game, they've swung at pitches outside of the strike zone less than 15% of the time. Meaning the vast majority of their swings has been at pitches that they're more likely to handle and hit hard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Michael Brantley is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Pitch on the way. A ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder looking up into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-1 home.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Jorge Alfaro, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Onto the lawn and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and the lead is now 7-2. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, B-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Sean Reed Foley is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. No outs, nobody on. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
The count now at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. I might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Howie Kendrick, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Here now is Trey Turner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Orioles 7, the Blue Jays 2. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now a curveball misses inside. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Back outside. Ball back outside.
Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Hit in the air to left field. Brantley's after it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Griffith.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, and on the first pitch he grounds foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Got him reaching there. Strike 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. In tight with the slider. 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
To the plate now, Kevin Biggio, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 1.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Digging in to try it again, Julian Hernandez. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Trey Mancini comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way.
2-0.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. But that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Here's Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So now Carlos Santana, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Michael Brantley would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And here's the 3-2 from him. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Two and 0 to Brantley.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready for another chance? Anthony Santander. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
2 out, bases loaded. High in the air and deep to left center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Thomas Pannone gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 home is a fastball down below the knees. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike taken up in the zone. Plawecki, 30 years of age. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball just inside. Left side, scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 33, Orioles.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Marcus Walden, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Number 64, Marcus Walden.
Into the box now, Vance Perez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
The 0-1 delivery. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 16, Ben Ruda.
Digging in once again, Ben Ruda. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Gloved by Kendrick. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Standing in, Trey Turner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
High in the air out to center field. Ruda is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 9, Julian Hernandez.
Standing in, Julian Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Ruda is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go as the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Walden offers up a cut fastball as a part of his arsenal, and it's one of the hardest around. It's not a mini slider. He puts a lot of juice behind it. The 1-0 home is taken below the zone for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Three and 0 now. Lourdes Gurriel waits on deck. tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Striding forward now is the DH, Lourdes Gurriel. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. The 1-1. Fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. No hits to this point. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Here it comes, 2-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brantley on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Santander grabs it to retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. That won't help much. It's 11-2. So here's Trey Mancini. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. The guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he struck him out. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. On deck, Carlos Santana. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Stepping in, Carlos Santana. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if... Here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Rendell Grichuk.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
3-1. A full count, 3-2 to Rendell Grichuk. Fouled off. He'll try it again. 3-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Hernandez comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Cavan Biggio.
Digging in, Cavan Biggio. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
The 3-0. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
So striding in, Kevin Plawecki, 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball in.
Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
At the plate now, Vance Perez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Santander will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Now to the plate, Ben Ruda. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Nope.
Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Has a look, now the pitch. Weak roller right side. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Orioles lead it 11-2. Anthony Bass comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready now for Baltimore, Michael Brantley. In prior meetings against Anthony Bass, he's only 2 for 10. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0. Bass has pitched just under 60 innings with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. The 1-0 home. This is skied into short left center. Hernandez comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And now pitch on the way.
Nope. Ball 1.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I can't tell you how big a pitch the last one was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2. 2-2, you're probably taking a turn for the dugout.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Ruda will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The catcher, number 34.
Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. He takes the turn and heads for second.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Stepping in now, Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready to begin the 8th, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
And that's dead center for strike one. And there's ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And gone. An absolute bomb. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 44 on the year, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Rowan Wick gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 15.
In now, Bo Bichette, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
One out, nobody on. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Here now the 2-2. Hard hit toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder. And he chases after ball three, and instead it's 2-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Here's Randall Grichuk. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder going back. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 28 on the season as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. To the plate now, Kevin Biggio, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Nope, that's down.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
I got the count. 2-2.
Pitch on the way. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Paul Fry enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Into the box now, Kevin Plawecki. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Orioles 11, the Blue Jays 6. Ready once again, Trey Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Center fielder, number 9,
Into the box now, Julian Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped high in the air. And there's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trey Mancini. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Stevie Wilkerson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and it's still an 11-6 ball game. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Vance Perez. Here it comes. Fry, 28 years old. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch in the 9th. A reminder that coming up after the ball game tonight, to the game exclusively right here on the show. Coming to the plate now, Ben Ruda. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Inside, ball 1.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1-0 the count. That evens it up, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Brantley. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lourdes Gurriel, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch coming. Here it is. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Two out with the man at first. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game, and just like that, it's down to a three-run ball game. At the plate, Bo Bichette. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it.
Now another one hit deep to left. Brantley going back at the track, and it's out of here. Back-to-back two-out home runs. A solo shot here to left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. Standing in now, Teoscar Hernandez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. One and two now as that one's fouled off. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 3 runs already home here. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
11-9 is how this one ends. The Baltimore Orioles, with their 95th win, tops in the division. Marcus Walden earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Tanner Roark was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.